Evening, welcome to another episode of Pub Football with Miles and Jimmy, realising that I'm getting the episode numbers wrong each week, so we're just going to stop saying them. The show, we look at the Premier League, we drink a couple of beers while we do. I want to start off by talking about my hat, because my girlfriend and you both say it looks terrible.
Yeah, it looks horrendous.
I think I'm pulling it off, so it's made
just
the
as
cut.
bad as my suit.
It's cold. You look like a manager. You look like you've just sat playing Football Manager all day and you've made the FA Cup final.
Well, I'm waiting for Marcus Silva to get sacked, so I'm going to be in there.
Well, we'll see. Okay, so there was a big weekend of Premier League football. The biggest game was the Northwest derby, Liverpool against Man United at Old Trafford. We'll go through all the results quickly first. Everton beat West Ham 2-0 in the early kick-off on Saturday. Aston Villa 2, Brighton 1. Bournemouth 0-0 with Norwich. Chelsea beating Newcastle 1-0. Leicester scraping it against Burnley 2-1 at the King Power. Tottenham Watford 1-0. Wolves Southampton 1-1 as well, and Crystal Palace losing 2-0 at home to Manchester City. Yesterday was the Man United Liverpool game 1-1. Tonight, kicking off very soon, we are filming during the first bit of the game, then we'll go and catch as much of it as we can. Sheffield United be hosting Arsenal, so we don't have the result for that yet because it is currently
Sheffield United will win 2-0.
That's what you predict. You predicted 1-0, I think.
I said a draw.
You said a draw, yeah. Anyway, back into the games of the weekend. Everton, much needed win, huge win, and played well doing it.
Well, I didn't watch the game. I don't think they played that well. I just thought
they had a lot of chances.
West Ham were absolutely rubbish.
They had a lot of chances.
Rubbish. 4-0's non-existent. Midfield, I thought Noble played really poorly, which I didn't expect to say.
Yeah, but Noble's getting to that age now where he's gonna have an off game every so often. He's, when he's playing against a younger, more energetic midfield, it's going to be difficult for him.
Yeah. I
mean, I know Andre Gomez isn't exactly the most energetic player in the
world.
world.
He's very casual. And to be fair, Tom Davies played really well, which is good.
Exactly.
I think he deserves a chance.
That might be why they put him in, because they thought, well, you've got Declan Rice and Mark Noble, not the most mobile of midfields. Get someone in who can give some energy and put it about, then you might win that midfield battle. Yeah,
and to be fair play to Bernard. He looked like he'd completely ruined the chance by going the wrong way. And then he came back with himself and just smashed it in the corner.
We were saying this on Love Sport on Sunday. Yeah. It was like the best, worst goal I've ever seen. It was sort of brilliant.
I've never seen someone be in a chance to then go, actually, do you know what, I'm going to go the other way.
Yeah, but it was sort of brilliant. Because you thought he'd mucked it up twice. Yeah. And it was a superb finish.
I think the keeper should have saved it, but...
Well, I'd be happy with it.
By the by. But yeah, took it really well. And
Siggy's goal was great.
Silva's reaction to that goal going in was the look of, I can't believe you just scored.
Sigurdsson's goal was great as well.
Oh,
Walcott played quite well. Iwobi in the 10.
She was left on the floor when he'd done it. It was great.
Iwobi in the 10 role was interesting,
played really well.
But did well. A much needed win. The one worry would be that they did miss a fair few chances. Iwobi missed 1-on-1.
Oh, Everton are one of those teams who just don't have anyone who's lethal enough to take these chances. They're going to need literally 10 chances to score 2 goals.
Yeah, they need a striker in January.
Yeah.
They need a proper... Because Richarlison does the job, but he's not a proper centre forward.
Played really well up front.
Yeah.
Caused carnage, and he's better than Calvert-Lewin.
Better than Keane at the moment.
Terrible.
And Keane's not doing a lot either.
He's barely playing, bless him, but he'll eventually get his chance.
As for West Ham, really interesting to see Yarmolenko left on the bench.
Yeah, I assume the fact his maybe his Ukraine duties took it out of him slightly. There are a few players on the bench this week who you would have thought, why they're playing.
Fornals Lanzini didn't do enough.
Fornals was terrible. I'm shocked he didn't come off at half time. He just didn't do anything.
Yeah.
He's one of those who's struggling to get to the grips of the Premier League.
You thought he was going to be brilliant.
I thought he was going to be great, but I feel like he's too lightweight, not quick enough on the ball, and he's going to struggle.
He's almost playing the way that I sort of saw Ceballos playing after that first game, but Ceballos has managed to pick it up.
I think Ceballos is a little bit more physical, and I think Fornals doesn't quite realise that you've got to be physical in this league to survive, to be perfectly honest.
Again, it's classic reason why West Ham are only a top 10 team, not a top 4 team.
Yeah, they're terrible.
They've got the players, but they're just not consistent enough.
They were just terrible all around the pitch. They're awful, and I'd be absolutely fuming if I was a West Ham fan and went all the way out there to watch that.
Did see something good out of West Ham this week, though. A prank video of Mark Noble and Declan Rice.
Oh, really?
Yeah, bringing it. Oh, Declan Rice is fuming. You get a chance to see that. It's really good. Into the 3 o'clock kickoffs. Aston Villa 2, Brighton 1. Now, there's something I want to talk about in this. There was a VAR goal disallowed because Wesley jumped with the keeper. I didn't see anything in that.
There's nothing wrong
don't
with that.
understand how, one, I don't think it's a foul anyway, to some of the VAR calls that aren't giving penalties this season, are taking goals away, are way more clear cut, than that which was nothing. Why are they taking that goal away?
No, he was jumping for the ball. He beat the keeper in the air to the ball.
Yeah.
Obviously, he needs to use his arms to kind of get loft.
No, there was barely any contact. I think the keeper just came
It
with
was
that.
classic goalkeeping of I've been touched, I'm going to roll around and look like I've been injured. And there was nothing
VAR
wrong with it.
should have looked at, like, if the referee had given it, you sort of go, oh, well done, the keeper sort of duped him a little bit, maybe. But having VAR look at that and then overturn it, I watched it, I was sort of like, why? What did he do?
I agree, it should have been a goal. There's nothing wrong with it.
And it was a great finish from Hurahan.
Yeah.
Great finish.
Quite a good player.
Yeah, he's quite a good player. They've got a good midfield.
They do. Grealish scored, which is good.
Grealish was fantastic. Grealish didn't just score, and he just showed what a signing he would be for Spurs if Tottenham managed to get. No, just in terms of, look, what Tottenham lacking is someone with that drive in the midfield.
We'll come on to Spurs.
We will, but the way that Grealish, and this is good for England as well, even England are lacking, so I'm not seeing this in the England team either.
Southgate was at the game.
And Southgate was at the game. The way he went
To watch
past...
Matt Target.
Great finish. The way he went past players. He took the ball, he went past players. His assist, I thought, was better than his goal. His goal was good, but his assist was fantastic. That little reverse pass. I think he's really finding his feet in the Premier League now. I think that extra year in the Championship did him wonders. Got in the captain's armband, he's matured, he's grown up as not just a player, but as a person.
Yeah.
And now he's ready for the Premier League. I think he's doing very, very well.
I don't know who scored for Brighton, so I'm going to sit here in silence.
Yeah, neither do I. I can't think.
I would
genuinely can't think who
assume
scored the
it
goal.
might be a set piece. I can't remember. I've got
No, I know it was Webster, the centre half.
Oh, it was a set piece.
Yeah,
probably.
it was
Yeah,
a set
classic.
piece. It was
Yeah,
Webster, the
yeah.
centre half.
Okay.
Scored for Brighton. As for Brighton, this is the type of game that's going to keep them around the relegation zone.
Yeah, a kick in the teeth to lose late would have been a really good point. But yeah, as you say, these are the games you've got to get something out of.
Yeah, but it's away. If it was at home, you have to be trying to
Yeah.
win. But away from home, you want to get if you can get something out of maybe 5 or 10 of your away games. If you can win 5 away games, get something out of 10 of them, and win most of your home games.
Yeah, I
you're
think
good.
we'll come on to a couple of other games where there are other teams who have managed to get a point away from home where you would expect them to.
Yeah.
And you suddenly go, ooh.
Norwich City being one of them, away at
Yes.
Bournemouth. I didn't think Norwich would get a point here. Bournemouth, who have been playing very, very well, just toothless. There just wasn't much about the game.
There's a really good stat. I think I said it on the radio on Saturday that they've only won 2 of the last 9 home games, and I'm not surprised. They're an away team.
Yeah, well, they're very good at
are away
counter-attacking.
team. Yeah.
They've got the players like Callum Wilson. People don't realise just how quick he is. He's great at running in behind to get onto things.
And by the sounds of it, was a terrible game.
Yeah. There's not much to talk about. It was a rubbish game.
I think Pookie had a chance. He got unlucky. Took it well. Apart from that, there was nothing else that happened.
Nothing else. Norwich, Bournemouth will be more disappointed than Norwich.
Oh,
Bournemouth,
100%.
These are games Bournemouth need to win to kick into the top 10.
Norwich delighted with a point.
In saying that, the Bournemouth, we were looking at some of Bournemouth's stats. You know their ground only holds 11,000 people. It's unbelievable the way how they're doing.
Overachieving. It's great.
And
the manager is absolutely shooing for a big job soon.
You wonder how many years they're going to have to spend in the Premier League before they get some sort of injection into building facilities, because they need to at least double that stadium.
I'm going to say right now, in 10 years, they'll be in League One.
You think?
They're going to be one of those teams, aren't they?
They're just like Swansea. All of a sudden just goes down.
You'll suddenly lose a couple of players, lose the manager, lose their identity slightly, struggle to get points, and you suddenly go, oh my God, they're going the wrong way.
And they start to play within their budget, how they should be. But in saying that, and that's the way you combat it, they need to spend on facilities, they need to grow, because...
I love their stadium, I think it's great.
I think it's great, and I wouldn't move, that's the thing, it's hard, you wouldn't move, but you need to build at least another tier on one of the stands.
What is it? It's kind of the dugout side, you could probably build another tier there, surely.
Yeah, you need to get something there that's going to... Because the revenues are going to be needed. It's crazy. It's crazy how they're managing to do what they're doing. And hats off to not just Eddie Howe, but how the club's been run.
Yeah.
Because it's not like they've made every right step in the transfer market either. Jordan Ibe for 30 mil, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, it's a waste of money.
Yeah, it really was. Chelsea squeaked past Newcastle. Again, both the Longstaff brothers played very, very well. Matty and Sean Longstaff look like very good players.
It's been proven Newcastle away from home against big teams do quite well. Spurs, Liverpool took the lead, played quite well, and they shut up shop, and they were a little bit unlucky to not get something out of it.
Yeah, we're talking to a Newcastle fan, and the thing that he's happy with is that it feels like, take Mike Ashley aside, it's a local club again. You've got your manager came through the Wallzone Boys Club. This is his dream job. He was a Newcastle fan as a boy. You've got Dummett, you've got the Longstaffs, you've got Andy Carroll back up front. There's a core of local players who knows exactly what that club means to the community and means to players. To bring those other players around. Joelinton did nothing again. Andy Carroll is such a big step up on him when he can get fit. I hope he stays fit this season because I tell you what, it'd be a great plan B for England. That sounds silly, but nothing wrong with a plan B. There's nothing wrong with a plan B.
I will give a shout out to Hudson-Odoi, who had an absolute blinder.
He's very good.
Yeah, it's nice to see him back from injury, starting, creating chances. The crossfield ball was absolutely wonderful. I've never seen a ball like it.
Do you think he can break into the England side again?
Yes, I do. Not to start, but he would be the option off the bench for Sancho.
Yeah, but you've got Rashford, you've got Sterling. Who's
You'd have Sterling and Sancho either side, and I'd probably bring on Hudson-Odoi.
Yeah, but then you've got Rashford, you've got Kane, you've got Abraham. Are they your front? Are they
front three is Kane, Sterling, Sancho, and then you change it from there.
Yeah, and then you have the three others, but it's Callum Wilson. It's going to be. I tell you, Gareth Southgate's got a very good selection headache in some of these roles because someone's going to have to miss out.
I think you don't want like as you mentioned, Carroll's a great shout as a third striker.
I think it'll be Abraham.
Yeah, out of the two, Abraham or Wilson, Abraham offers something slightly different. I'm not sure about. I'd take Vardy all day long. Vardy was.
I'd take Vardy if you play, but you never know.
But yeah.
But then you've got a place like Loftus-Cheek. There's only so many spots. That's the thing. There's only so many positions.
Loftus-Cheek won't be able to see. Not in a million years.
If he comes back and he plays well, I think he can.
We'll see.
So I think could see him starting ahead of Barkley. For Chelsea, a win's a win.
They had so many chances. They should have won about 5-0. It just proves that they are slightly lacking that killer instinct.
Yeah, but the ball's rolling with Chelsea. They're building momentum. They're building confidence.
Oh yeah, they're winning games where maybe at the start of the season you might have thought, 0-0.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd be happy.
I'm surprised Giroud's not getting a chance. I quite like Giroud. In a game like that, he would have made a difference.
I just think that's not the way that Lampard wants to play.
If I was a lower league Premier League side, Giroud on loan would be an absolute peach.
Sorry, if I was Everton,
you can talk about anyone. I think he'd be great.
Yeah, there's many. It's Everton, and so's Batshuayi.
I think they're more likely to keep Batshuayi than Giroud.
So do I. I think that he trusts Giroud more than Batshuayi. But Batshuayi's the one who seems to come off the bench more often at the moment. It'll be interesting to see because I think that one of them will go in January on loan, at least.
Yeah, if you've got any sense, Roy Hodgson, wake up. Your chance to get someone decent up front.
Batshuayi had him last year. It wouldn't surprise me if he goes back in for him. Leicester squeaked it against Burnley. Burnley very, very, very unlucky. However,
VAR.
I don't disagree with the VAR decision.
You agree with that?
I think this is the way I see it. It was a clip legs. There was contact. If it was the other way round and it was Chris Wood trying to run into finish, and Johnny Evans, even if he hadn't meant to, had clipped his ankles, you give a penalty.
I didn't think it was fair. It was going in.
But there's a chance that he was going to get to it. There was a chance, and you look at it.
On the pitch, it's not fair.
I think it is. I think it's a foul everywhere. That's the thing. I think it's a foul everywhere on the pitch, and I think it's very unlucky. And I genuinely believe that if it had been the other way around, it had been going for a penalty. A penalty gets given by not by VAR because VAR doesn't give penalties. It only takes goals away. Apparently,
I'd be absolutely fuming. That for me was a perfectly good goal.
I think
it was going in. It was
Johnny Evans,
last resort of a, oh my god, I've been fouled. You can't give that.
Johnny Evans might have got to that. Johnny Evans might have. I don't know whether we can't say for sure whether he would have, but he might have. If that was against
Spurs, you'd be absolutely fuming.
I don't know because there's contact. It's a tricky one. As for the game itself. Love Yuri Tielemans.
Oh,
he's such a good player.
Beauty, absolutely hammered it.
How Leicester got him ahead of anyone, Chelsea transfer, anyone else in the top four.
We mention this every week. Leicester's team is absolutely wonderful.
It is,
and we both take pretty much their entire starting lineup of both of our clubs at the moment.
Yeah, I would.
They're just so balanced, and that's a really good result because Burnley are horrible to play against, and to come through and win it is massive. And obviously we have to mention the fact it's the year since the chairman passed away and it was a really good way of remembering.
I like that
Pretty
his
good.
seat was empty. They did Leicester have handled themselves very well in this whole
I really
situation.
like Leicester as a club. I think they're great.
I do as well. I didn't used to when Robbie Savage was playing for them, but I do now. No, I do. I completely agree with
prick.
you. Yeah. I just used to. He's just a wind people up.
Oh, Muzzy, is it back in the day? What a player.
Oh.
Emma scoring goals.
Leicester are great. Leicester are great. And to come from behind as well. Burnley went ahead.
Yeah,
about that.
Yeah, good header.
And Burnley are a team, especially when they go ahead, that's very hard to
You
break
do
down.
think, you go 1-0 down, you suddenly think they're going to shut up shop, they're not going to go anywhere. Fair play to them. Vardy scoring a header against Burnley.
I know, well done. Good ball.
Yeah, and straight over to the Burnley fans to go, why are you talking about my wife?
I loved that. I loved that, the Rooney chants.
Oh, I love
Rooney. This is why I like football. It's one of the reasons,
it's
not why,
just
one
banter,
of the reasons.
Isn't it?
It's
There's
just
nothing
funny.
untoward about
And Vardy would have known that as well because he was involved in it when he was younger. You can just tell.
Yeah.
He would have been getting some stick from the lads in the changing room as well, I'm sure.
We've all seen the things online of him doing sort of the Schmeichel thing. Oh, Danish friends.
Yeah, exactly.
I love stuff like that. He's great.
But yeah, good result for Leicester. Oh, it's time. Spurs, Watford were unlucky. Watford should have had a penalty. Spurs shouldn't have had a chance in the game.
Where do you want to start, mate?
Let's start.
Line up?
Let's
Wrong.
start with the
formation? Wrong?
This is the thing. I need that to get me through it. I understand Pochettino trying something different because it's not been working.
I wouldn't play for it at the back against Watford who you're going to dominate the ball with.
No.
Doesn't make any sense.
However, it worked a few years ago, and if you in an ideal world, you can have overloading with the centre backs like actually joining in. That's just not. David Sanchez is not good enough on the ball to do that. He got hooked at half time. We went back to a back four. Watford's goal was their only chance in the first half, but they took it well.
Great finish from Decore.
Yeah,
great finish.
Tottenham did nothing. Absolutely nothing. Dele Alli played a lot better. Showed glimpses. He did. No, he was the only one trying to create a spark. Winks wasn't great. Winks Sissoko's not the midfield. It's not creative enough.
Proved it that you put Son on at half time and he already hit the bar after 1 minute was miles better than everyone else in the pitch.
Yeah, I'm not convinced by Lucas Moura. I think that Spurs fans have this hype on him from the.
He had a very good Champions League campaign.
Yeah,
apart from that, he's not done anything.
He's not consistent enough. Harry Kane again getting nothing. He ended up playing in the number 10 role in the second half.
I don't really know what to say about Spurs.
It's just poor.
There's an underlying issue at that club at the moment, and I thought taking Ericsson out of the team was a good idea. It wasn't.
Well, he's injured, dead leg.
But it doesn't matter what you do at the moment. You're really bad, and
it can't. The thing is,
I don't know if it's the manager's just
can't be
done
a
enough.
confidence thing that no one's willing to take a risk and take a chance
And as you say, you barely created anything. Pereira should have scored. I think Aurier just got back in time to stop him. They had chances, Watford. They should have been out of sight by the time you scored.
Well,
and your goal was terrible.
Your
goal was handball.
No. Let's go back to that in a minute. Let's talk about the VAR incident that's way more clear.
Vertonghen.
100%. Vertonghen took out. Vertonghen took out Delafeu. What is the point in having VAR if it doesn't overturn that?
He hooked his foot around Delafeu and took him out.
And that wasn't even like contact going down. That will trip you up.
And this for me is VAR. It's clear and obvious.
Yeah.
Change the decision. It's not difficult.
At least send the ref to the little box on the side of the pitch.
Oh, no one goes there, mate.
No one's used it yet. 9 weeks into the Premier League, with all of these decisions that we've been talking about not getting overturned for whatever reason, and a ref's not had another look at it once. Yeah. Just appalling.
I feel like Delafeu's reputation might have gone against him slightly there.
But the VAR shouldn't worry about the reputation. VAR sees the foot, hook him again. Delafeu's reputation goes against him maybe with the referee, but that's why VAR's there.
But then again,
I'm getting angry.
It's only there to help the referee, isn't it? It's not there to overturn the referee's decision.
No, but it's there to overturn clear and obvious.
I completely agree.
I don't know how you can get more clear and obvious than someone getting hacked.
100% a penalty, and you just sit there and go, what's that not been given?
And 2-0 Watford, and I honestly believe if it went 2-0 Watford, Spurs wouldn't have got back into it.
Oh, not a million years. You were lucky to get a goal. It's terrible.
Got a goal, and again, we didn't create a goal. It was a poor mistake at the back from Watford. Foster had a shocker. Now this one, I don't think is clear and obvious.
Oh no, it's not clear and obvious.
So I don't think you can overturn it.
I think the only thing that made me go was Dele Alli's reaction of just standing there going, he's going to disallow.
Well, like he said in his post-match, he said, I was sure I hadn't, but then when it's going... You know, like when you're going through airport security and you know you've not got anything on you, but you get nervous anyway?
Where have you put those drugs?
But you know what I mean? I can imagine it's like that.
It's got to a point with football
nervy
now where you score a goal and you suddenly look at the referee and go, you're going to allow that?
Yeah, so I don't think we can take his reaction. But for me, it hit sort of there. It hit there. It was in there. But is the armpit, is that handball, is that part of the chest? That's the thing.
Handball, mate.
I don't think it is. And that's the thing, it's not clear and obvious because we're talking about this now.
Handball, mate.
It's not handball. That's not handball. You're allowed to use your shoulders. You're allowed to control it like that.
Top of the pec.
Yeah, well, that's your chest.
Oh yeah, shit.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm just completely losing my argument.
Yeah.
Is that actually up
No,
here?
no, he hit it here.
Yeah.
No, but he hit it like there. So it's one of those ones where in terms of clear and obvious, no. So you can't overturn it. But at the same time, if the ref gives handball, they maybe stick with hand. That's the one where it's not clear and
Basically,
obvious.
Spurs are lucky to get a point.
Spurs
didn't
were
deserve a
great
point.
finish from Dele though after it. Great finish. Hopefully he can put in some performances now.
100%.
But no, Tottenham are really struggling, and there's just
Red Star Belgrade in the week.
I can see us doing like what
Was he
Man
a draw
United
in
against
that game?
Aston, yeah, just struggling, maybe nicking it. But I'd try some of the youth team players out. I really would. I'd blood them in. I'd play Oliver Skip.
I just don't think
I'd give Troy Parrott a chance.
Don't think you have the squad there.
I'd give Tanganga a game. I'd give them a chance. I'd blood them in. I'd try it out.
It's a results business, isn't it? And unfortunately,
We need to win this one as well.
Yeah, agreed. You need to win whilst trying to do the right thing and give maybe these kids a game. It's a difficult balance.
But the thing is, I think that giving the kids a game might be our best chance of winning because I don't think their confidence will be knocked like the first team players' confidence.
No.
Whatever's happening, they're not involved as much.
There's a few players in that team that are absolutely terrible at the moment. Should be playing for Spurs, but
Yeah, most of them.
Yeah, agreed.
Most
No,
of them.
honestly, most of them. are absolutely
Alderweireld,
rubbish.
Vertonghen shouldn't be playing.
Aurier
Shouldn't be. The whole back four is bad. And next season, I'd like to see Foyt at centre half. It's going to be Sanchez, but I'd like to see Tyrone Mings or Nathan Ake if we could get the money to get them in.
If you had
Sessegnon,
200 million, you go mental.
Sessegnon at left back and a better right back, but at the moment I'd bring Cole Peters in now because it's not working with Aurier. He's been terrible. I'd just bring him in, just get him used. This season is a write-off.
Is he injured at the moment?
I know,
Because
he's just not fancied.
Great at the start of the year.
He's just not fancied.
A breath of fresh air at right back.
He's not fancied. If I'd be happy at this point, it's looking for Spurs like a top 7 finish would be a huge achievement.
You're in the same place as United at the moment. You're both terrible.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be surprised if you're 9th and 10th this year. Well, I wouldn't be surprised.
No, neither would I.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Wolves, Southampton, 1-1. 2 instances where VAR got it right.
Yeah, spawn both of them.
Jimenez was offside. Jimenez handballed it. Like,
yeah.
They're the 2 instances.
The moment 2 goals disallowed, but they're the right decisions.
Yeah, they were the right decisions. Good penalty at the end. I thought Wolves, and so I thought, you know what? I thought it deserved to be a draw. Really, neither team really did enough. Wolves are slightly better.
If I was a Wolves fan, yeah, those are games you've got to win.
Oh yeah, but in terms of the actual game itself.
And this is a reason for me why Southampton stay up. They'll get points at places like this, and you suddenly go, "That's a good result."
Yeah.
And Danny Ings will score goals, and he will score goals. And it's great that they've got someone who can do that. And we mentioned this yesterday. If they could get Lallana on loan for the back end of the season,
That'd be superb.
that'd be a great signing.
But Lallana scoring yesterday will be a big boost for him. Yeah, but he might get back in. That's all we need to say about that one. Man City, Crystal Palace. Good performance from Palace. 2 goals in 2 minutes will undo you against the champions.
Apart from that, they played all right.
Yeah, a great assist from Sterling. That scoop. Oh, delightful.
Yeah, I only watched the first, so thank God I only did. It was quite good.
Yeah.
The entire play of that goal was just brilliant. Back to front, waited for the pass. Davidson was finished. Just the way he waited for that to come to his foot. Everyone else would have skied that.
Yeah.
Just took it beautifully.
Easy.
It's just brilliant. De Bruyne played really well again. There was a VAR decision, that one, wasn't there? I didn't see it, but I think someone mentioned that he might have gone down for a penalty or something.
Whatever. Man City were good.
By 2-0 down, I turned it off.
Yeah, Palace played well, but just couldn't get the job done.
Not a bad result.
Palace won't be disheartened by a 2-0 loss to Man City.
No.
They need to. This is a game that you write off. even though City aren't playing that well at the moment, you write it off and you just go again.
Yeah, no, honestly, Palace are playing annoyingly well at the moment.
Yeah, because we both think they're rubbish.
Yeah,
neither of us like them.
To go down.
I want them to go down as well, but they're not going to. They're not even going to
go
close.
down. Yeah.
Spurs and United are more likely to go down at the moment than Palace.
I wouldn't put it past Palace finishing above Spurs.
No, it's just happening.
Yeah.
It's just weird. Okay, on to the big one. Man United Liverpool last night. Now.
Yesterday afternoon. Yeah.
Well, yesterday afternoon. Man United fans, do not get carried away because I'm sorry, but you still weren't very good. Better.
I thought they played really well.
Better.
I like the shape.
But they still didn't look threatening.
No,
they scored, but they didn't look
organised. I quite like the fact they played 3-5-2. It worked. I felt like their wing backs played all right. They got up. They supported the play. I actually thought they played all right.
In Solskjaer's post-match interview, came out and said we set up to play attacking football, and I think we
didn't play attacking football.
No. Solskjaer's done that a few times this season. Said they created chances and they played attacking.
They
football.
Contained and they countered and they did what you'd expect them to do.
But they still didn't look threatening. I thought Ashley Young was poor. I just don't get it.
I'd look at the other way. I thought Liverpool were terrible.
Liverpool were
absolutely awful.
The best player for Liverpool yesterday was Trent Alexander-Arnold.
Yeah.
His crossing, wow. The way he shapes the ball is unbelievable.
Yeah, I agree.
And 9 times out of 10, it's in a cracking area, superb area, exactly where you'd want the ball.
Yeah.
And if you had a proper, I'll tell you, if they had a proper centre forward, and I mean this with no disrespect to Roberto Firmino, but he's not. He's a false 9. Mane is a winger. Or a Harry Kane, who's going for the ball.
Yeah.
Who's Lewandowski, Mandzukic. A proper Suarez, a proper number 9 who's actually going for the ball. Way more. He get even more assists than he already does.
Yeah, Liverpool really frustrating yesterday. I'm not sure if it's a thing with the manager. He's never won at Old Trafford. He was moaning at the fourth whistle the entire game.
He moaned afterwards as well.
He just needs to chill. It's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
I saw a thing on a radio station with Stuart Pearce who thought the title was done and dusted. Of course it's not done and dusted. We're not even a quarter of the way through yet.
No, there's loads of twists and turns.
Yeah, exactly.
Liverpool were just as many points ahead in January.
Exactly. And it really frustrates me when people go, it was done and dusted. Of course it's not done and dusted. They are likely to do things like this, and they were lucky to get a point. Yeah. They were really poor. I don't really rate Salah, but they did miss Salah. I thought Origi was terrible.
Yeah. Salah offers more of a threat. Origi doesn't threaten.
Yeah, for me, if we mentioned it, I would have probably started the Ox. I thought he made a difference when he came on.
He did, and Lallana played well as well when he came on. He did right, scored the goal, looked lively, which is great to see. Yeah. But the Ox was fantastic when he came on, I thought he did a very good job.
He just looked a bit clueless against the formation United played. It was just like, well, break them down. What are you going to do?
Yeah, the thing is with that is they almost go, with a back three, you almost go one-on-one on the 3 front men instead of having 4-4-2 when, or 4 at the back where the fullbacks are still meant to get involved with the attack. You can go one-on-one with a holding midfielder or one of the wing-backs tucked in.
Yeah.
And it can sort of work, and it maybe is the way to play against this Liverpool front 3.
Yeah, and obviously Klopp came out at the end moaning that United were defensive. What do you expect? All the teams are going to do this. They're not there to win games against them, but they're there to contain and try and get a result.
But even then, that's the way to win the game. They were ahead for 85 minutes.
And fair play to United. Yeah. I think they're still terrible, but they did really well yesterday.
Yeah, I still don't like Fred. There was a chance. There was a chance where he got through and hit it on the half volley inside the box, and he just smacked it and just sliced it. And I was sort of thinking a little bit of composure there, and a decent play. David Silva hits that across the keeper into the goal. It was a chance. It was a half chance, but it was a chance.
I think Rashford took his goal really well, which is good.
It was good to see, but again, they didn't do a lot more.
No, but they did enough for me to win that game, and I think Liverpool were very fortunate. And they need to reevaluate and maybe think about how you come up against teams who try to be defensive.
Well, yeah, they struggled against Sheffield United
as
well,
and
they played a back
quite
three.
Lucky this year.
And they played a back three.
They were lucky to win that game against Sheffield United. They've been a bit lucky in a couple of others, and you suddenly look at it and go, well, take that away, they're going to be 11 points, Man City.
Spurs have Liverpool next weekend, so they'll bounce back.
Oh, that is the perfect game for Liverpool as well.
Yeah, I would play back three at this point if I was Tottenham.
So would I.
Seems like the way to do it.
Yeah, I'd do exactly the same. I agree. I think he might do that, and I'd love to see what happens, because Liverpool can't be as poor as they were yesterday. They were terrible.
Yeah, stay compact. But again, I thought Trent Alexander-Arnold, I just enjoyed watching him cross the ball. I haven't enjoyed watching a player cross a ball that much since David Beckham.
The only issue is where he was crossing it from was just too deep to create too
much.
But
that's the thing. If you had a proper number 9 attacking those,
agreed.
It's every single one of those crosses is dropping around the penalty spot, and that's the perfect spot to have a head to get a header in, because that far out the keeper is in the middle of his goal, so you got both sides to go for if you connect with it well enough.
Where did that goal come
take a
from?
Step out.
Across, literally by the box.
Yeah, it did. Yes, absolutely. But that's what I mean, because they don't have that number 9 with those number 9 instincts. I think Roberto Firmino is the most important player in that front three at times. However, when they're all there, when they're not, and they're not creating in that way, he's not the number 9 to be off the shoulder and trying to get his nose on something.
I think for me, the game proved that Liverpool's potential lack of depth might go against them slightly. I don't think Origi's good enough. I think Lallana might be hit and miss.
Yeah.
The Ox, fair play. I quite like the Ox.
I love the Ox. I think the Ox is a player that we forget about.
Brewster will be given a chance eventually.
See, that's the number 9. I think
yesterday
could have been the perfect time for Brewster to come off the bench and play as a number 9 and say, right, get on the shoulder and get in the box. Don't worry about coming deep and doing tricky stuff and trying to set players up. We want you in the box when you score a goal. Yeah,
I think beyond that front three, there's not a lot. And Mane was barely existing.
Yeah, and VAR ruled his goal out, and it was a handball. There was a VAR controversy with the United goal. I completely agree. I don't think it's. But Klopp's saying, the ref says he's waiting for. He only let it go because of VAR, and then VAR doesn't overturn it, so it's not sure. There wasn't really much in it.
Yeah, you stop moaning. Yeah. I don't understand why he's moaning the entire
Play better.
Exactly.
Score 3. You should be able to score 3 against this Man United team.
Smacked of slight arrogance for Liverpool. They thought they were going to turn up and win, and they didn't.
Before the game, Klopp was saying how most teams aren't relishing playing Liverpool now. United seem to be relishing it. We need to show how this was a miscommunication. They were the words he used, miscommunication. That Man United were miscommunicating that they were looking forward to the game. I think that was, personally, I thought it was brilliant. However, maybe that does show a little bit of arrogance on Liverpool's side.
Yeah, I think they thought they'd rock up, quite casual, we're going to win this game. And within 5 minutes they realised, Christ, we're in a game, man. And
I also think they need to nip that attitude in the bud now, because if you go in expecting teams to be coming saying, we don't really want to play Liverpool.
Yeah.
Sir Alex Ferguson never had that. They knew they were the top, they had the fear factor. However, they still prepared properly. They said, it's Tottenham, but that was more of a G up. Like, come on, we're not losing to these guys. We need to go.
And they did this last year. They will drop points in games. These games cost them last year. Yeah. Everton away, United away. Got to win them.
Leicester
You've
away.
Got to win these games.
Yeah.
I know Man City are quite far behind, but they will get better.
They're not that far behind.
And exactly. You get Laporte back, you suddenly go, oh my God, they're quite a good side.
Bigger differences have been made up at the start of March.
100%. We've got a long way to go.
You can make up a 15-point difference from March to May. Like, it can happen. It sounds silly, but it can happen. People are relegation teams at the bottom of the league could be 10 points adrift with about 7 games to go, and they can finish 15th.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
And this is what annoys me with pundits at the moment, going, it's already in Liverpool. No, stop. We're not even a quarter of the way through yet.
In saying that, I do think Liverpool win the league this year. But I think they need to change.
I think there's a long way to go.
I think there's a long way to go, but if you're calling it, I think it just feels like Liverpool are going to do it to me.
I hope they don't.
I
really hope they don't.
I hope they don't. I mean, I know
we both hate Liverpool.
Man City are becoming the new Man United, but and
Liverpool fans are unbearable.
One of the pub is just a prick. There's one.
He knows who he is.
He knows who. Yeah, he doesn't watch this. I hope not. Anyway, I don't want him watching, so hopefully he doesn't.
He'll be straight up to you soon.
He's just cool. He came up to me and said, "You remind me of that Capaldi fella."
I'd take that as a compliment.
I wouldn't. If I was singing, I would have. Not in looks. On that note, we're off to watch the rest.
You look like a right.
We're off to watch the rest of Sheffield United.
We're 10 minutes in. I can assume we're probably 1-0 down. So
we'll find out, won't we? Thanks for watching Pub Football. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment. Tell us what you think. Are Liverpool going to win the league? Do you think they're going to win the league? If not, who is? I mean, the other team that's in contention,
Arsenal.
Really. David Luiz said they still can. Apart from that, one thing left to say, cheers.
Cheers.